on this. So thank you guys all so much for jumping along tonight. Really appreciate you taking the time to join us. For those of you who are just meeting for the first time, my name is Jo Ross and I'm the founder of Travel Tribe. So 2 years ago, I was scrolling Facebook one day and I came across a post from a lady who mentioned how she was able to close down her family daycare business because she had started an online business that was now earning a better income than her family daycare. So she was actually able to quit, spend more time with her children, and at the same time get time freedom back and financial freedom. So I sent her a message and I said, hey, can I ask what it is you're up to? Because I work in family daycare and my hubby and I would love to go travelling around Australia, but obviously we need finances to do that. She sent me some information to check out and I can honestly say it has completely changed my life. In 2 years, my life has changed so much, you wouldn't even recognise it. So what I'd like to do is now shoot on over to one of our beautiful ladies who is going to share with us the products that are behind our business that have allowed us to get back some of our time freedom and our financial freedom and are actually changing people's lives. So I'm now going to go over to Kami. Kami, would you mind taking yourself off mute for me?
Hello.
Hello, how are you tonight?
I am well, thank you.
No.
And I'm here to talk a little bit about what Juice Plus is, because for me, when I first was introduced to this, I didn't know anything about it. Apparently, it's been in the country for 20 years, and that just blew my mind that I had not heard about this product in 20 years that it's been here. So what it is a nutritional support, basically. We've got 4 different types of products. The first one's being our capsules. So it is fruit, veggies and berries in a capsule. It's literally, that is what it is. If you read the label, it is a food label. It is not an ingredients label. It's got things like your veggies. You've got carrot, cabbage, kale, rice bran, broccoli, beet, tomato, garlic, parsley, spinach and oat bran. It's food. For your veggies, your fruits, you've got apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet and dates. And for your berries, you've got grape, raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, blackcurrant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke and cocoa. It's food. And what that is, so how do they get it in a capsule? What they do is they have 5th generation, I think it is, farms, organic farms, where they vine ripen the fruit. It's picked on the same day or in a 24-hour period of when it is completely pulped into, well, the whole fruit is pulped. It is then the waters and the sugars removed, freeze-dried and put into a vegan capsule for us to take as basically that little bridge of gap of the nutrition that we're not getting in our everyday diet. We all know that we need the 2 fruits and the 5 veggies a day, but most of us are not getting that. I think I've heard that something like 5% of people are actually getting that a day. And they're saying that some bigger company is saying that it should actually be 9 to 13 organic fruits and vegetables that we have each day. I don't know about you, but when I go to Coles or Woolies or the shop of choice, there's not a lot of products in the organic range as it is. And then with times and things like that, I'm not going to have the time to cook that much fruit and veggies to eat. So for me, putting these little things in my body every day, it's a no-brainer. I've got the nutrients in my body every day, 30 plus, that I wouldn't be having in our usual diet. It's also TGA approved. If you're into the science and nutrition side of things, there are 30 plus peer-reviewed studies that if you need to read some more of that, whoever has invited you on here tonight or sent you this recording can give that to you if that's what you would like to know some more about. There's also, it's safe for everyone that can eat fruits, veggies and berries. As long as you don't have an allergy, you can get that into your body. It's great for things like children and the breastfeeding mamas as well, or pregnant people. If you can't take the capsules, then we also have the chews. So if you're someone that can't take capsules, or if you're a child that doesn't take a capsule, we've got the same products in the veggies and the fruits in a chewable gummy, which is just like a whole food Starburst lolly. I've got to hide these from my kids, or they would just chew them all up in one go, and that's probably not going to be very beneficial in the long run if they eat them all in one go. But again, same thing. So you've still got the same fruits and vegetables, but in a chewable form. And with this company backs our kids. They want good nutrition. If you buy the adult product, you get these free for an age group between 4 and 18 years. So if you've got children that you want to also get some extra nutrients in, then you can get these when you purchase your own products. I mean, that's another mind-blowing thing. Like, what company will give you free stuff just to make sure that your family is covered nutritionally? I don't know too many companies that are going to do that. And there's so many studies that are happening about the benefits of what this is doing to our children and our families that, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, I could talk all day about that. So there's the gummies and the capsules in well, we've got fruit and veggies in the gummies, and the fruit, veggies, berries in the capsules. Then there's also the completes. So we've got vanilla and chocolate complete. So it's basically a plant protein. So so what have we got? We've got soy protein, pea protein, broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, pumpkin powder, pomegranate powder, spirulina powder, yucca powder, and mushroom powder. So it's all plants in a vanilla or a chocolate shake. That's extra nutrition you can get every day. And if you are a breakfast skipper, just throw some of that with some water and you're out the door. If you like to cook, you can put these in different cooking things. If you want to add some fruits and vegetables, you've got yourself a smoothie. Keep yourself going for the afternoon. There's just extra nutrients. I've heard macro, I've heard micro. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a nutritionalist, but I know when you're going to put some good food in your body, then this is a way to do it. They're non-dairy. They're delicious. It's not necessarily a meal replacement. But it does help if you are looking to, I guess, lose weight. They can help in that you're putting the good stuff in instead of snacking on rubbish like a biscuit or something that's not going to give you the nutrients that you need, but maybe a sugar hit. This is going to get you through. So then you're going to see some benefits. I don't know. You've got choices in life, I guess. And then finally, our last product is our omegas. Now, we can't produce omegas. Our bodies will not do it. We need to put that into our bodies. We usually do that by taking a fish oil or krill oil or some sort of oil that comes from a seafood product. Some people can't have seafood. They're allergic, so they can't have it. Fish actually don't produce omegas. They get it from the algae. So what Juice Plus has done is cut out the fish. So we're no longer killing fish. We're now farming the algae that they get their omegas from, that we can now ingest, and putting it into, again, a vegan capsule. So it's completely plant-based. So you get things like, I think it's 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in the omegas. So you're getting those extra omegas in your body by taking a capsule. That's extra heart. That's good for your heart, good for your brain, good for your joints, good for those pregnant women who are building those little babies. And yeah, no allergies. So that's pretty much our products. With this, with our team, we've got an amazing person called Kira Westwick who has done a heap of recipes for us, all again whole food recipes. She was a MasterChef top 10 contestant, and so her recipes are family friendly. They are all healthy, nutritious, and so easy to make. It's with ingredients that you can purchase. Just go down the shop and you've got them. You don't have to go searching through 12 different stores to purchase the ingredients. And yeah, they are amazing recipes. So yeah, I love recipes and I love trying them. So yeah, I don't know what else can I say.
That was awesome, Carmi. Thank you so much. You totally rocked that. I love hearing how enthusiastic you are about the products and the program.
There are some side effects though, Jo, because I haven't been able to have a sick day off for my kids because they haven't had a sick day off school. So, I mean, there's pros and cons, but...
You can claim it as a mental health day and go and take your kids for a walk in nature.
That's what I'll do.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I love seeing how passionate people become about these products and the program, because that's exactly what happened to me. I tried them for myself, fell in love with them, and I've been sharing them with absolutely everybody I meet ever since. So I love hearing your explanation of them. That's fantastic. So what I'd like to do now is shoot on over to some people who've been taking the products for a little while. Mark, would you mind taking yourself off mute for me?
Yep.
Good evening. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. And you?
Good, thank you. So would you mind sharing with us, how long have you been taking the Juice Plus products for, and what's been your experience?
It's practically a year and a half now since I come across these and started taking them. And they've certainly helped with my diabetes. I was diagnosed with diabetes nearly 3 years ago now. And, we were told to go away, eat healthy and see how that works first, to see if I would have to have the tablets and everything. And sorry, just finishing off dinner from before. And we were supposed to keep it between 5 and 8. And the first meal we had, which was steak and veggies, there was no gravy or sauce or anything, so it should be super healthy. And it come back as 12, and I was like, holy crap, there's something going on here. So he ended up doing heaps of research and all the rest of it, and found that exercise and plant-based diet is really good for the diabetics type 2. A lot of people don't take any medication at all. When I stumbled onto, and like I said, and we found that out sort of pretty well straight away, and the doctor was moderately happy with my results doing that. Still had to go back every 3 months for a checkup just to make sure I was being good. And then, I come across Juice Plus, started taking that. It took nearly 6 months for it to actually work 100%. But my last doctor's visit was November last year, and we're in, July now, so 7-8 months ago. And basically, thanks to the Juice Plus and, the maintaining of the other diet, but the Juice Plus certainly has topped it off for me. She said, I don't want to see you for a year. My results were that good. She was just over the moon, and so it's brilliant, and I don't profess to have 100% good diet because, potatoes aren't the best for diabetics, as the starch instantly turns to sugar. And I know my biggest nemesis is the Red Rooster chips, because you can drive on through and grab them and keep going off to wherever you're headed. So I don't try not to do that too often, but, I don't eat perfectly by any means, but my sugar levels are just brilliant now that, my doctor's wonders whether I'm actually a diabetic still or not.
Oh, that is so awesome. And it's great to hear that you are a normal person who does normal things, and the Juice Plus just helps out. It helps bridge that gap so that you can, still enjoy the fun things in life, because what's the point in living if, you're not having some fun?
You got to treat yourself occasionally.
Exactly. And, there's conferences and things like that to enjoy.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Mark. We love hearing your story.
No worries.
All right. I'm going to shoot on over now and go and find Miriam. Miriam, can you take yourself off mute for me?
Hi. You hear me?
Hello, I can.
Cool.
So would you mind sharing with us, how long have you been taking the products for, and what's been yours and your family's experience?
Okay, so I've been taking the products for about 6 months. I came across it by chance, really. And at the time, I was really struggling. I've got 2 little boys, so one was 10 months at the time and the other one was 2. Both of them are poor sleepers. So I haven't slept for a very long time, and my body was just really struggling. So a lot of, I think the word that I would use is depleted, physically, emotionally, mentally. And I was taking, you know, probiotics and really good grade vitamin supplement, a synthetic one that you get from the health food store, and it just wasn't cutting it. So when I came across Juice Plus, I'm like, wow, this really makes sense. Maybe this can help me. So I began, there was a lot of hope there, I guess, that maybe this would be the answer, but also a lot of, I was a little bit skeptical. So I started taking it. 5 days in, I noticed I was able to have a conversation with someone without really trying to concentrate to follow them. The brain fog, and from that point on, the brain fog just left. My sweet cravings went away, and I started regaining my energy. So I'm 6 months in now. I haven't looked back. My whole family's changed because of these products. My boys have a mum who enjoys them again, who's patient with them, and isn't on the brink of just hanging on by a thread of energy. That, the way things were going prior to Juice Plus was pretty tough. Like, my anxiety was quite bad, so that's cleared up now as well. I still have a little bit, but generally it's improved a lot. Overall, our family's health is a lot better, so we don't get sick as often. And if the boys get a sniffle or something, it just doesn't seem to really turn into anything. They love the kids' chews. My little baby has had issues with constipation from when he was quite young. And so since we've popped him on the chews, he's 1 now. He's never had issues again. So that was amazing. It's impacted like hormone health as well. So PMS is gone, and my cycles are much lighter and generally much less of an issue, which was quite a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting that. But I just go, you're putting those nutrients into your body every day, and it's amazing what our bodies actually can do when they get that nutrition. So,
Awesome.
Energy. I'm still getting up at night, mostly, a few times a night, but I've just got the clarity to think and the energy to get through my day. And so we're very grateful that we came across it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Miriam. I know so many mums out there who go through exactly everything you've just listed. And there are so many mums out there, like you say, hanging on by a thread. So I'm really, really loving hearing your story for the past 6 months. It's amazing. And thank you so much for sharing.
No problem.
Okay. We're now going to shoot on over to Jazz, who was putting her little one to bed, but it doesn't look like that worked. Hello, Munchkin.
Here she is.
Hi.
Joe.
Oh dear. So would
that was it. It was all over.
she's learnt how much fun it is working online, and she's not going to let you do it alone.
Yeah.
Earphones.
Okay.
Earphones, yes. So Mum's going to talk now, and she's going to let us know how long she's been taking Juice Plus for, and what has been yours and your family's results.
Well, Maeve's face pretty much says it all, the excitement around us taking Juice Plus. It's been a family thing for us. So my story basically started when I was looking for other opportunities to not go back to work with this little character here, and I've got a younger one as well. And was really dreading it, and I saw a post looking for people that would be working basically in the health industry, and that's basically where I started 10 odd years ago at university. And so I looked into it, and once I started hearing about the products, of course I was skeptical. I'd never really looked into anything like this before, but Christy, who's actually on here tonight, I was having a quick chat to her about it this afternoon. Thank you. Yeah, we were laughing about the conversation that we actually had in a cafe probably 5 months ago. So I started taking the products about 4 months ago, and it's probably 5 months ago that Christy actually said to me, how are you? You look tired. And I said, I actually am. I'm really exhausted. I can barely function. And that's genuinely how I felt. And bless you. So when the opportunity came up to actually take something that may make me feel better, of course, I looked into the research behind it. I sort of don't take, I take my health pretty seriously, and wasn't really up for taking something that wasn't necessarily going to work, and haven't really ever done the vitamin supplement thing before breastfeeding. So anyway, can I just get so
I don't have anything to play with.
All right, sorry. I'm just going to grab a pencil and a paper.
You are fine. We can't have Maeve not having anything to play with. Can you draw us a beautiful picture?
I should have been way more prepared, because I might have seen this coming. Okay. Can you draw Joe a beautiful picture of whatever you like? So basically I spoke to my partner Nick about it, and said that there's something that we could, or I could take.
Where's Joy?
Can you just let me talk, please? I need you to draw. So I spoke to him about it, and because there was this business opportunity attached to it that I was quite excited about, having gone full circle since studying sort of nutrition at uni. I asked him to take the products as well to keep me honest in that journey. So I wasn't getting excited about basically sharing crap product, really. And that's basically where it was at. I basically said to him, let's do it together, but I want your true, honest opinion. So we actually split the first order. I started taking it, and
hold on, you've got to wait till Mum finishes talking first. Keep drawing.
You've got to keep drawing and
got to keep drawing till Mum's finished.
So anyway, I left it a couple of weeks, didn't say anything.
But I'm finished.
Let's draw another one. There we are. Left it a couple of weeks, and then basically just said to him, so how do you feel? And he was just like, amazing. I really have noticed such a big difference, and he was way more sceptical than me, I must be honest. But he works in construction, and was just saying those afternoons used to be pretty hellish after lunch, but yeah, he had way more energy in the afternoons, and the evenings were really nice in our house. We weren't actually falling asleep like old people.
Yes.
7 o'clock. Whenever the kids went down, we were sleeping before Juice Plus. So it's made a huge difference to us. And obviously, Maeve,
gorgeous Maeve,
both take the chews. I cut them up for Hebe. She's only going on 12 months. But for me, knowing that Maeve, who used to eat every fruit and vegetable known to mankind, now picks and chooses most things, what she's going to eat. Some days she'll eat, carrot, the next day, no. So the fact that we've got a product that we know that she's taking and getting all of those micronutrients, that's fantastic for us. So, yeah.
Awesome.
That's our story.
Thank you so much for sharing. And Maeve, thank you for helping Mum, and thank you for drawing beautiful pictures.
Thank you for your patience, guys.
You're welcome.
I will work harder next week to actually get her in bed.
This is definitely the business that you do from home, around your family and around your kids. Honestly, it's all good. Thank you so much for sharing.
That's okay.
All right. So as you've seen tonight, you've had like a wide variety of stories. Everybody has a different story. Everybody's had a different result. For me personally, I'm actually a breast cancer survivor. So I have had a pretty wild health journey over the past 6 years. And I was one of those people who, when I first found these products, they made absolute sense, but I couldn't possibly understand how I had been through the health system and not heard about Juice Plus. It's been in Australia for over 20 years, like Carmi mentioned earlier. It's TGA approved, and you can go into any doctor's office and ask them to have a look on the Medline database and look up Juice Plus. Now, there's nothing in there that is unnatural whatsoever. It is all completely fruits, vegetables, and berries. And the amount of alkalinity that adds to our system is just incredible. And disease cannot survive in an alkaline environment. So the more alkaline you can get your body, the better. So for me, Juice Plus is going to be a product I am going to take for the rest of my life. So that's part of the reason why we're all so passionate. It's not a magic pill. It's just fruits, veg, and berries. But everybody who takes it feels and gets to experience that level of healing, because when you do flood your body with the nutrition it needs, your body gets that chance to heal itself. So what I'd like to do now is, as you know, there is a business behind this. So you sort of heard about the products. So what I'd like to do now is shoot on over to Melissa. Melissa is going to be sharing with us tonight a little bit about the business side of things. Oh, where'd you go, Mel?
I'm here.
Oh, you jumped off my screen. Where are you? Oh, over there. Okay. So, Mel, would you mind sharing with us? I know a lot of people who come into or hear about an online business or something along these lines, they really worry that they have to know hundreds and hundreds of people, or that they have to be that annoying person that goes and tracks down all their families and friends and harasses them to death. So would you mind talking us through that?
Yeah, sure. So when we come into the business, I guess we do have that conception that, we do have to know, we feel like we have to know hundreds of people. But that's actually not the case, because we have a thing called the popcorn. So what I'll do, I'll just explain that a little bit. So what I'll do, I'll focus on our team, Jo. So when Jo came into the business, she found an ad on Facebook, and that was through a girl called Katrina. So Jo reached out to Katrina and said, what are you doing? So Katrina sent us some information. Jo liked what she'd seen and what she heard, and it was relevant to what was going on. So she joined the business. Now Jo was doing family daycare. So she reached out to a couple of ladies that were wanting to create some extra income from home, and then they could stay with their children instead of having to pay Jo to actually look after their kids. So I think one was called Amy, and we'll say the other one was called Danielle. Now, Jo also then put a couple of posts up on Facebook, which attracted Mark, who we heard from before, and a lady called Denise, and Vicky. So then these guys, then they went out. Mark found a lady, had some friends in America, and they all said, yeah, this is a great idea. And then they jumped on with Mark. So that was Dee, and there was a couple others. And Vicky had a lady called Shirlene and a few other guys coming on. And Denise has Alice and her partner, Greg, who was made redundant in the mines. So as you can see, everything's starting to come out and popcorn away. So then we've got me, and then I've got my couple, and then there's another lady, Lisa, and then there's a few others as well. Sorry guys, I haven't mentioned your name, but we still love you. And then, so we've all got team. And so as you can see, there's a massive popcorn effect happening here. So just from knowing up here, reaching out to Kat, Joe knowing less than 100 people, everyone's connecting, whether it be through Facebook, reach outs, or, personally knowing someone. So don't ever think that just because you've only got 100 people in your friendship group, that this can't happen, because that's a prime example of how this business works and grows.
Thanks, Mel. That is so true. You absolutely nailed it there. And that we get taught how to use Facebook. Like, as you said, I had less than 100 Facebook friends, and I certainly didn't even share it with all of them. But just by reaching out to a few people who may have mentioned that they were looking for some extra income or that they weren't feeling fantastic, yeah, it's been entirely possible to build this incredible business. And now I get to work with all of you beautiful souls. So thank you so much for sharing that.
No worries.
Cool. All right. So what I'd like to do now is shoot on over to Kylie. Kylie is going to explain to us tonight about how we get paid, because businesses are fantastic, but we do all have bills to pay at the end of the day. So Kylie's going to explain how it is that we get paid in our Juice Plus business.
All right, guys. So we use the analogy UTR. So we get used to use the product. We get paid, to use the product. We get paid to talk about the product. And we also get paid to share results about the product. Sorry, it's a bit hard to write on this board like this. So we have to remember, guys, that we are products of the product. We're not like other big companies that pay celebrities to stand there and hold a product and trick us into buying a product. So the company has all this money sitting over here, waiting to pay us once we do all this talking to other people. So we get paid in 3 different ways. So first of all, it's the retail profit. So what we do here, we get all the details. Once we get an order, pop it through our virtual office, and head office is in Newcastle. They will then do the payment, send the product directly to the customer. So we don't have to worry about having a garage full of products, hoping that we're going to get all the sales and have them go out of date and things like that, or have your kids get into them, eat them all just like mine do. The other way we get paid is by a performance bonus. So this is what we call our residual income. It's really cool because we can get paid, even if you want to go on holidays, we'll still have this residual income coming through. So it does take a little while to get to that level. Within the first 12 months, you'll be getting up to that stage. Now the next one we get paid is in bonuses. Now this is how we call our fun money. So we'll move up through different levels and get promotions along the way. So there's no jumping through hoops or anything like that. So you can run this at your own race. There's no expectation or deadline and things like that. It's your own race, and everyone has their own journey. So the first bonus that we'll get is $100, and if we get promotion in the first 10 days, we will get this bonus. And that's for the company by saying thanks for having the trust in us, and it gives us some incentive to keep going through. Our next bonus is $400, and we get that, and so does our upline. Our upline gets that too, so person to do it. The next bonus is $600. You and your upline get this. The next bonus is $1,200. So you and your upline get this. The next bonus after that is $1,500. So as you can see here, this is uncapped. So we can teach one person to get this bonus, or we could teach 10 people to get this bonus. It's not capped. There's no requirements that once you reach 10, that you're not going to get it. You're always going to get this bonus. So the more people you can help, the more bonuses you're getting, so there's more money in your bank. So this is why we call it the fun money. The next one is $3,000 bonus. So this is when you get to the pinnacle position in your company. at this point in time, your upline does not get this bonus because they are already receiving a fixed income. So this is where we have a really good business because it's keeping us interested and helping others. So it's not just about you, it's about your team as well.
Awesome, Kylie. Thank you so much for sharing. That was a fantastic explanation of how it all works. You girls did absolutely amazing. Very well done. Thank you for sharing. All right, so the only other thing that I would like to share with you guys tonight is just probably emphasize the fact that this is very, very different to most corporate careers, most admin jobs. If you've ever worked in any kind of corporate or admin, you know that there's a lot of jumping over people to get promotions and to get those bonuses that Kylie talked about. Our business is very much a teaching business. So we are team-based. We all help and encourage each other. Even if there's absolutely no financial reward, we actually just have such a great community and such a great team culture that we all work together, and we're all very much here to help and encourage every single person grow their own business. We work one-on-one with all of you, and we're really invested in helping everybody get to the top. Because this is a teaching business, the only way that you can reach the pinnacle position in this company is by helping others. So if you don't have that kind of personality and you're not that kind of person where you're giving and you're nurturing and you want to help people, you're probably not going to last in this business very long. And because of that, we have such a beautiful collection of, as you've seen here tonight, the most beautiful, warm-hearted women ever. And guys, sorry, we do have guys. Sorry, Mark. And Ben. So, yeah, no, we just absolutely love the community that we have. And, yeah, we're really, really passionate about spreading this mission of inspiring healthy living, helping people take back their time freedom, their financial freedom, escaping that rat race, and just living life the way they're meant to be, revolved around family, around friends, around having those experiences that make life worth living. You know, not slaving away for somebody else, not giving up your health and your life for a 40-year career for somebody else and then having to go on to a $250 a week pension for the rest of your days. There is a much better way to live life, and we're really, really excited to share that with as many people as possible. So if this has at all resonated with you tonight, please, I know you're probably going to have some questions because we weren't able to cover everything in detail. Please, the person that invited you along here tonight, or if you're watching the recording, the person who sent you this, please ask them and get your questions answered. You know, we would love to have a chat, love to help you out, and yeah, love to hopefully work with you in the future. So thank you all for jumping on. Really appreciate your time.